Good day everyone, this is Miss Xiao. Today, I am going to show you how we can make use of the calculator to do these expressions. Firstly, I'm going to touch on basic functions of the calculator, mainly looking into how to press expressions, fractions, use the replay button, converting a fraction to a decimal, and from a decimal back to a fraction. So let's explore. This is a scientific calculator, and as you can see, we have a number pad right at the bottom with the 4 operations. Above, what we see are the functions, or certain processes, certain rules that the calculator will carry out if we use them. Now, let's see how we would be able to express a simple expression like that using the calculator. We have open bracket 35 plus 6 times 14, close bracket, minus 3. So whatever that is given in the expression, I'm going to type in using the calculator. We start from bracket first, right? So if we press open bracket, this is the open bracket button. I'm going to press this. Okay, I'll follow. Next, moving on to 35 plus 6 times 14 close bracket. Close bracket would be this button here, followed by minus 3. So you can see whatever that is on the display screen of the calculator is exactly what the question is asking us to find. And from there, to find the answer to that, I press the equal key. Answer 116. If by accident you press another button, and your 116 is gone, how do we get back that answer? Well, press AC or clear. You can use the replay button to press the up key. The up key brings you back to your very last expression that you have typed out and the answer. What happens if by accident you press the on button and the replay button does not show you the previous working? Well, if you need the answer from the previous working, you could also press answer, ANS, at the bottom and equals. The previous answer, 116, will appear. But take note that once you press on, the previous expression that you have typed out would disappear. Next, I would like to show you how to come up with fractions using the calculator. Fractions have a numerator and a denominator. So, look at this key over here. This is the fraction key. So, in order to type in 2 out of 7, we could put 2 first. We type in 2 as the numerator, and now we want to create a denominator, and that's where we press the fraction button. You realize 2 now goes up to the numerator. Cursor is at the denominator, and here I will press the number 7. So that is how we come up with a fraction. Next, how would we come up with another fraction 3 out of 6? Remember, we press the number 3 first for numerator, and to create the denominator, we go back to the fraction button and we press. Cursor will now be at the denominator. I'll insert in 6 as denominator, equals. What you notice when you press the equal sign is actually half. Pressing the equal sign would automatically bring 3 out of 6 into its simplest form, half. So this is one effective way to bring your answer to the simplest form. You might also wonder, how are we going to come up with mixed numbers? Now, do you see this other icon over here. Let me zoom in. Do you see this over here? Yes, this is for mixed numbers. So let us say if we want to come up with a mixed number, 1.5, how do we press it? Well, 1.5 means that we would press the shift button and the fraction button first, and you will see 3 boxes. Now, cursor is at the whole number. I'm going to press 1, okay. Where do I put the half? Well, 1 goes to the numerator and 2 goes to the denominator, right? And how do I get my cursor there? That's where I make use of the replay button and I press the right key. As I press the right key, my cursor goes up to the numerator and I insert the next number. I press the replay button on the right key one more time and it goes down to the denominator. So this gives me 1.5. Of course, when I press the equal button, it changes to improper fraction. Alright. You might wonder, is there a way we could convert this fraction into a decimal? Yes, we can. How do we do so? Now, just take note of a special button called SD. This is the one. When we press SD, when an answer is in a fraction form, it changes to decimal. When we press it back again, it goes into fraction mode. If we want to change this into a mixed number, we press Shift SD. We will have it as a mixed number. So this button is very, very useful. Lastly, let me show you how we could use the replay button. Replay button. So let's say I do have a string of numbers to form an expression. Okay. And while pressing, I realized, oh, I would like to change my division sign into a multiplication sign. Now, there are 2 ways that we can change the division sign into a multiplication sign. One way is we cancel everything. Yeah, we press the AC button or the on button and we type everything in again. That's one way. But you realize it's time consuming. If we know how to make use of the replay button, we can do it more easily. So let me show you. Now, we want to move the cursor backwards, right? Till the point that is at the division sign. And I'm going to switch that division sign and change it into a multiplication sign. So I'm going to move backwards. Okay. And this division sign is what I don't want. So if I don't want, I need to delete it. Okay. So when I delete, everything goes back to the left by 1. And now cursor is between 6 and 4. I will change it to multiplication sign. Let me show you one more time. Okay, now given this expression, now let's say I want to change this multiplication sign back to division. I'll make use of the replay button. I go backwards. I stop right in front of the multiplication sign. I press delete. I delete just one time to take away the multiplication sign and I replace it with the sign that I want. So there goes my answer. Hope this short introduction is helpful to you.